Now let's go to the top 3 points why you can get rejected, and this definitely happens in case if you do these mistakes in an HR round, be it in Germany or any other country. As I said, I'm going to give a gift in this particular video because of two main reasons. One is I'm shooting this video from my home country in India, and second, I'm shooting this video on a day of my birthday and I'm super happy today. So I want to give 3 gifts, especially if you're giving an interview in Germany. If you are progressing through different rounds, that does mean that you've cleared the previous round, but that does not mean that it's only now one round left to be cleared. I'm giving you this actual example. Sometimes I go into the HR round and I'm interviewing a candidate and I ask them to tell me about yourself, and they go on for 20 minutes just explaining me. If you have lot of switches in your resume, you have worked in a company for 1 year, 1.5 years, and you have switched 6 months and you have switched. Hi everybody, welcome to my channel Gurpreet in Germany, and in today's video we are going to discuss what are the top 10 reasons why you can get rejected in an HR round. This HR round can be for your home country or it can also be for any European country. But top 10 main reasons why you can get rejected after an HR round in case if you are giving an interview for your next job search. I am Gurpreet and I work in Germany as a lead HR, and I have hired close to 100 candidates in last 1 year itself. And before that, I was working in India as a director of global HR, where I've interviewed more than thousands of candidates. And in all these candidates, there were some things which were common, and there were some things which did not go so well for some candidates, and they do get rejected in an HR round. Well, to be honest, in this video, we are going to talk what are the top reasons why a candidate can get rejected after an HR round. And especially if you're looking for a job in Europe, then the cultural fit round or the HR rounds are considered super important. The cultural fit takes 60% of the precedence over the technical fit. So it's super important for you to come across as a candidate who can fit well in a team and in the company. Now, this video is super special for me for two main reasons. One is I am shooting this video from my home country in India and from my house in India. And second is it's also my birthday today. So definitely I'm going to give a lot of goodies at the end of this video, and that's going to help you in your next job search. So stay tuned until the end of this video in case if you need a free gift from my side. In this video, I'm going to share some HR insights with all of you, and I'm going to tell you what are the top 10 reasons why your application can get rejected after an HR round. But I need a favor from you. I have a target of this video to reach 500 likes. Yes, that's my target. So let's go ahead and like this video so that we reach the target of at least 500 likes on this video. So let's get started now and understand what are the top main reasons why your application can get rejected after an HR round, and especially if you are interviewing for a company in Germany or in European market. So let's dive deep into this video. So I'm going to start with top 10 reasons and going to the last 3 main reasons why a candidate can get rejected after an HR round. So make sure you watch this video until the end. So the top 10th reason why a candidate can get rejected is lack of questions. Yes, that is true. You remember whenever you attend an interview, you will always be asked, do you have any questions? And most of the candidates do have some interesting questions to ask an HR or even an hiring manager. But there are some times when a candidate is not asking any questions to the HR and also to the hiring manager. Now, basically, what happens in this is that shows that the candidate is either not interested in the company, maybe they are attending the interview just for the sake of it, or they are not motivated enough. So, whenever you are asked this question, do you have any questions? Take that opportunity to show your interest to the HR, that how motivated you are to join this company. And moreover, do not ask questions that gives a negative impression about your candidature. You can always ask questions regarding how is the performance review in the company, how will be my career growth in the company, what are the other benefits that the companies can provide. You can ask some very practical and good questions that shows that you are interested to know more about the company and you're very excited to join the company. So that can be one of the reasons why you can get rejected. Now let's go to the ninth point. So the ninth point why you can get rejected is in case if you fail to show relevant experience as per the job role. Now you would think that you have already given technical rounds and you have already proven your relevant skills to the hiring manager or to the technical teams. So what's the point of showing your relevant skills to the HR? Well, that is where most of the candidates go wrong. And especially if you are considering to interview in a company in the European region, say Germany, then all the rounds are equally important as the technical round or the hiring manager round. Do not take this lightly. And even in the HR round, you would be asked questions related to your relevant skills. How are your skills matching to the job role that you've applied for? Let me give you an example. For example, if you're applying for a managerial role, then an HR can ask you your leadership skills. What have you done in your past company? Have you managed a team? Have you taken any performance reviews for any team members? And so on and so forth. And in case if you fail to demonstrate the relevant skills as per the job role, then again that can lead to a rejection. Because at the end, all of the interviewers will talk to each other and they will share their feedback. Now let's go to the eighth point. Eighth reason is lack of interest or enthusiasm. Trust me, this is something very, very important and especially for the cultural fits round or the HR round. It's always said it's better to hire somebody with the right will rather than the right skill. So in case if you're not motivated enough or even your body language is not very interesting, very enthusiastic, you are laid back and you are not sitting uptight or you are not showing that interest to know about the company or also to know about the role that you're applying for, your application can definitely get rejected. So that lack of interest and enthusiasm, even in the last round and the HR round, can lead to rejection. So make sure that you always come across as a person who is very interested to join this company and you're very excited for this new role. The seventh reason why your application can get rejected is when there is a negative attitude or you are complaining about your previous employers. Yes, there are some candidates who end up talking very badly or poorly of your previous employers and you show a negative attitude towards them. Well, I can understand that there could be some situations when things don't go in your favor and something would have happened with your previous companies. But complaining about that in any of the interview rounds and starting the blame game really doesn't help or really does not work in your favor. So complaining or talking badly or poor about your previous employer is not really going to give you any brownie points that you're being super honest. Rather, it's going to show that maybe you're not understanding both the perspective and you are a person who always complains or who always has a negative attitude towards things. It's always good to talk positively or be neutral. Even if you cannot talk positively about your previous employer, at least be neutral and do not start the blame game. So that is also one of the reasons why you can get rejected. Let's go to the sixth point. Sixth reason why you can get rejected is when you have overemphasis on salary and other benefits. Now if you are attending an HR round, definitely you will be asked this question: what are your salary expectations? And sometimes candidates are only interested to know about the salary or the benefits and nothing else about the role or the company or the culture or the team. And that shows that maybe you are joining the company only for the salary, and tomorrow if you get a better package you might just leave the current company. So overemphasis on salary or compensation does not really help in any of the rounds. So it's good to ask the HR what are the other benefits that you can get in the company. It's also very good to be very clear in your salary expectations and tell them that this is what you are expecting, especially if you are attending an interview in Germany. It's also good to give a range of your salary, but overemphasis on this topic is not going to help you. That's going to show that maybe you're joining the company for the reasons of salary. So that can be another reason. Now let's go to the fifth point. Fifth reason, which is a very important reason in case if you're interviewing in Germany or any European country, is you do not have enough knowledge about the company. Sometimes candidates come and attend the interview and they do not have any idea about what the company is doing, what the team is doing, and it looks like they're super unprepared. Now, when you're this unprepared, it again shows or boils down to what is your motivation to join the company. Are you attending the interview just for the sake of it, just to get another offer? Or are you attending the interview because you're really interested to join a company? Now, let's be very honest here. In case if I'm interested to join a company and that's going to be my next employer, where I'm going to spend 8 to 9 hours of my entire day, I'm going to read about the company. I'm going to understand whether this is a stable company or it's not a stable company. Moreover, is it in the same domain or area where I am interested to work in? So all of us does that research because this is the next big move of your life. And when it's a next big move, you want to be well prepared. However, if you're not well prepared, then that shows again the lack of motivation and interest in the company. And that could be one of the reasons why you can get rejected. Now, let's go to the fourth point. So, the fourth reason why you can get rejected in an HR round is when there's inconsistent information. So, definitely, HR round is the last round. And before HR round, maybe you have attended 3, 4, or 5 interviews. And in case to every interviewer, if you have given different information, then that leads to inconsistent information. And now in the HR round, again, you're giving completely different information. Please understand you are interviewing in the same company. All these interviewers work in the same company. And after all the interviews are completed, everybody gets together and they share their feedback. Especially if you're giving an interview in Germany, then this happens and everybody's feedback is taken into consideration and it is super important. Every interviewer is talking about a certain topic, and if it comes across that as a candidate you have given different answer to each and every interviewer, then that comes across as inconsistent information, and that does not show that you are a very reliable candidate. Even if the question is about your salary expectations, say for example to the hiring manager you have mentioned you are expecting a salary between 60,000 annual gross salary, and then to the HR you have mentioned you are expecting around 70,000 annual gross salary. Now again, that is an inconsistent information, so do not do that. That shows that there is a lack of reliability and trust on you as a candidate. So avoid this inconsistent information so that your application does not get rejected. Now let's go to the top 3 points why you can get rejected, and this definitely happens in case if you do these mistakes in an HR round, be it in Germany or any other country. Before we move to the top 3 reasons, as I said, I'm going to give a gift in this particular video because of 2 main reasons. One is I'm shooting this video from my home country in India, and second, I'm shooting this video on the day of my birthday and I'm super happy today. So I want to give 3 gifts, and the gift is in case if you're looking for a job in Germany but you are getting only rejection emails, that clearly shows that you have incorrect resume, and because of your resume you are getting so many rejection emails. For that you need to really learn how do you create a perfect CV. Now I have created this crash course, and in this crash course you can understand how do you create a perfect CV, and I'm going to give this crash course free to 3 of you so that you can create a perfect resume in case if you're looking for your next job search. All you have to do is mention in the comment section why you want to change your current job and why are you looking for your next job. So basically what is inspiring you for this next job change in your life, and that's why you're watching this video. mention in the comment section, and me and my team will go through all the comments. And this time we are not giving one free gift, but we are giving three free gifts. So now let's go to the top three reasons why your application can get rejected in an HR round. Third, and a very important reason why you can get rejected or your application can get rejected in an HR round is unprofessional behavior. Please understand, professionalism is super important, irrespective be it the first round or the last round. And just because it's the last round or it's an HR round, do not consider it lightly or do not come across as a person who is overconfident. And don't think that you've cleared all your rounds and that's why you've come to the HR round and now this is the last round that you want to clear. So you're super overconfident about it. And because you're overconfident, you're also little unprofessional. Well, that is not how it works, especially if you're giving an interview in Germany. If you are progressing through different rounds, that does mean that you've cleared the previous round, but that does not mean that it's only now one round left to be cleared. That is not how it goes. I have mentioned this previously as well. Everybody will get together and discuss your feedback. And in case if your feedback is positive from all the rounds, all together, then only you will get the offer. Even if in one round, if you're coming across as a person who's unprofessional, then you are not going to get that job offer. And the professionalism starts from everything. It starts from the way you dress up for the interview, the way you talk, your body language, your communication style, and everything. So do not come across as a person who's super unprofessional and who is not respecting the interviewer. That could be the main reason why you can get rejected in an HR round. Now let's understand the top second reason why you can get rejected. So the second reason why you can get rejected is poor communication skills. Well, communication skills are super important. If you're working in a team, in a company, you need to have a clear communication skills. And communication skills does not only mean how are you going to talk, but also how well do you listen. I'm giving you this actual example. Sometimes I go into the HR round and I'm interviewing a candidate and I ask them to tell me about yourself, and they go on for 20 minutes just explaining me or giving a brief about themselves for next 20 minutes, and the entire interview is scheduled only for 30 minutes, and then we are not left to ask any questions to the candidate and or discuss any more points. And if there is not a lot of discussion, then it does not give me a room to understand how is the candidate, how is the candidate's behavior, and that might not lead to a very positive result. So do not overspeak. Also listen to the question clearly and be very precise and very direct in your communication style. And also, in case you do not know one language, say for example, if you're looking for a job in Germany, if you do not know German language, at least you should be very good in English language. If you do not know both the languages, then it might not work in your favor. It's okay to have certain accent with you. Everybody is from a different culture, different places. But what is important is how well the other person can understand you. So a good communication style is super important. And one tip here, how do you improve your communication style? Before you're going to the interview, have a mock interview with your friends, with your family, so that that will help you, allow you to be more structured while you're talking in an interview. Top second reason why you can get rejected is poor communication skills. Now let's go to the top first reason why you can get rejected in an HR round. So the number one reason why you can get rejected in an HR round is you are a misfit culturally. That is lack of cultural fit. And that cultural fit starts with lot of things. Everything I discussed until now boils down to whether you are a cultural fit or you're not a cultural fit. So basically, the company currently functions in certain way. Say, for example, there is a company who has a very open communication, a very direct culture. However, if you're coming from a company where there is lot of hierarchy and you are not used to open or direct communication, then that's a cultural misfit. So basically, what is important is that you read about the company and then you structure your answers in such a way that you are a right fit culturally. The another main reason why you can get rejected and you do not come across as a cultural fit candidate is because of the stability. If you have lot of switches in your resume, you have worked in a company for 1 year, 1.5 years, and you have switched 6 months, and you have switched, and your entire resume, your 8 to 10 years, your previous experience is just a switch after every year, then that can definitely raise a lot of questions. In case if you have so many switches, make sure that you have right explanation for each of this switch. And especially if you're applying for a company in Germany, then they like stability. They like people who work in a company for a longer time. The average duration of employees staying in a company is around 5 years or even more than that. So it's super important that you come across as a stable candidate. So make sure that you have a right explanation for every switch that you have done. And in overall, what is important for any company is that you are a right candidate and you have a right attitude. You are motivated enough and you fit well culturally. Anybody to this day, they will be okay to hire somebody who has less skills but has a right attitude rather than hiring somebody with amazing skills and a negative attitude. Nobody wants to hire somebody with negative attitude. I hope my video was helpful, and in this video we discuss the top 10 reasons why you can get rejected in an HR round. So I keep posting a lot of such videos on my channel in case if you're looking for your next job search here in Germany or even in your home country. And if you want to talk to me, you are confused about the current market situation, you are not clearing interview rounds, you are not getting interview invites, your resume is not working for you, and moreover, if you want to come to Germany and you are in 2 minds, then you can book my one-to-one consultation and I will personally talk to you and try to solve your queries. I personally feel each one of you is different and your query needs a unique attention, and I'm going to give you that attention. And I am coming up with a live Q&A webinar on 18th of August where I'm going to solve all your questions related to Germany or job process here in Germany. There's a link in the description. Go ahead and register for the live Q&A, and that's going to solve all your questions. Keep watching my videos. In all this, please remember you have to stay happy and you have to stay super healthy, because that is very important. I am Gurpreet signing off for today, and I'll see you soon again. Bye. Take care.